It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand finale. Just 8 years after one of the worst falls of her career, Lijana Wallenda shows us why her belief in herself is stronger than any tightrope. For Nick and Lijana Wallenda, spending an afternoon 40 feet up in the air is just another regular day.
That I was born to do this, that I've done this since I was, since I could walk. It's all I've ever known. So to me, it's always been life.
Born to do this, literally. Nick and Lijana Wallenda come from a long line of high wire artists, and to be able to perform 450 shows in 365 days, it takes a lot of practice.
You can practice all day long down low, but when you get up high, it's mind over matter. It's a totally different thing. You're up there and there's such high risks, right?
The highest of risks. In January of 1962, two members of the Great Wallendas, unrelated to Nick and Lijana, tragically fell to their deaths during a pyramid walk in Detroit, and one member was paralyzed from the waist down. And in 1978, Nick and Lijana's great-grandfather, Carl Wallenda, was doing a routine walk in San Juan, Puerto Rico, when he fell to his death. The Wallendas have learned many lessons from their predecessors, but none as personal as their own pyramid collapse during a practice here in Sarasota in 2017.
But I was actually at Nick's home making costumes for the show when I heard of what had happened.
What happened was 5 performers in the pyramid, including Lijana, fell from 25 to 40 feet, suffering devastating injuries. Lijana broke nearly every bone in her face, but luckily everyone survived.
I have a photographic memory. I can remember what it looked like as I was falling to the ground, so that image flashes in my head quite a bit.
A life-changing fall. Lijana survived, but the road to recovery was going to be incredibly difficult, so she had a decision to make.
I stopped believing in myself for a while. You start to doubt your ability. You start to doubt that you're where you're meant to be. And it's scary. And that fear, I'd never had such fear in my life, up until after the accident. So I stopped believing in myself.
Lijana decided to overcome and ignore that fear, taking the first step in a balancing act journey to return to the high wire.
You got to push past those fears and I had to remember who I am and what I was born to do.
In 2019, Lijana made her return to the tightrope in a performance with her brother walking across Times Square in New York City. And now in 2025, the Wallenda siblings claimed another world record, performing the longest and highest crisscross wire walk ever at the mall at UTC during the second full week in November.
I want all of you guys to believe that anything is possible.
Now, Lijana and Nick are bringing their high wire act and show back with Wonderland in Sarasota.
For this particular run, it's a little more special because I haven't done a run of shows since I had an accident down here in Sarasota 8 years ago. So for me, it means overcoming. It means, I'm kind of coming back.
The show, titled Believe, sticking together by the strength and inspiration at its heart.
Everything my family does is inspirational. Wonderland has a storyline every year that hopefully inspires others, older and younger generations, to continue to pursue their dreams no matter how wild they may be.
So I know I'm ready, and I just have to face those fears and do it, and believe in myself.
She truly is an inspiration to all the performers and everyone in the audience.
A true homecoming.
We're really lucky to have her back.
Thank you so much for joining us for APC7's Wonderland Believe, and come see the Wallendas' work come to life.
And don't forget, Wonderland is here through January 4th of next year, right here at the Big Top at UTC.
And you can get your tickets online or right here at the ticket booth. This is one show you won't want to miss.